إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا أما بعد اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وارزقنا اللهم العلم النافع المثمر للعمل الصالح وارزقنا اللهم الإخلاص في القول والعمل والثبات على الصراط المستقيم آمين. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to teach us that which will benefit us and to make it easy for us to apply the knowledge we receive. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us beneficial knowledge that produces righteous actions. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us all sincerity in everything we say and everything we do. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us truthful, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep us firm upon His path until we die on it. Ameen. I welcome all of you once again. Inshallah ta'ala, this is the session number 2 of the talk we started on Thursday. So it's been a couple of days and busy day, a day and a half or 2 days. That's why I'm going to refresh your minds, inshallah ta'ala, maybe for 5 minutes. I'm going to, with the help of some of you, who, for those who were in the class, give me some of what the things that we talked about. Because it's good to know, it's important to know what we talked about, so that you can build on it today, okay? Now, what did we talk about, Habib? Habib, 8 years old? He's 8. He says, the only way to achieve happiness is to be obedient to Allah. Allahu Akbar. All right, let me make clear what I want to ask. I'm saying the talk that I gave, not the whole talks. The talk I gave on Thursday after Asr. You remember Muhammad Mukhtar? Yes, it's about problems between spouses and marriage, marital discords. Okay? Anybody remember? Naam akhi? What's your name? Huh? Saifullah, for the brothers to know. Saifullah, from? Alhamdulillah, originally from the Bronx, but he lives here now. Alhamdulillah, Saifullah. Naam? Ahsant, marriage in Islam should bring tranquility. Naam? Peace.
And it should be a source of comfort and inviting between each other.
Ahsant, naam. The husband and the wife, they're supposed to help one another and to advise one another, to be patient with one another, to care for one another, to look after one another. All of this. Naam. Who says, Hi naam, anta ibnuhu? That's your son, Saifullah? What's your name? Huh? Mustaqim. May Allah make us and all of us Mustaqimeen. All right, go ahead. You're like 7 or 8? You're 8. Okay, go ahead. You're not married? We know that, but I can't say that. You're 8 years old. Go ahead. Don't marry a Christian girl? That's another topic for another seminar, inshallah. I was going to leave it that way. Now, somebody else, Jamal. Hey, your name? Jamal. I know. Ahsant. A successful marriage is a success for the community and society. Allahu Akbar. Naam. What else? Another brother here or there or Naam. Your name, Sheikh? حسن. نعم. أي نعم, the ayah of Surah Al-Rum, alhamdulillah. نعم. That's your homework to find the ayah of Surah Al-Rum, okay? نعم أخي. فضيل from Mecca. فضيل ibn Iyad. نعم, فضيل from Philly. نعم. أحسن. What about the man? What about the man? What about the man? Well, I gotta say that. You don't say every woman have an issue. نعم, أحسنت. That's a very good point too. And that's what we're gonna start with today. When you're a human being, you got your problems, and you should know your problems, right or wrong. You need to know them. And you married a woman, she has her own problems. So that's why that's gonna help. You're not an angel, and she's not a hur al-ain. Naam. Muhammad from Chicago, enjoying the weather, mashallah. Allahu Akbar. Naam. Hey, naam. You want a brother, he's upon the truth, mashallah, he wants good for himself, and he want to marry a woman that she still want to do the things her way, it's not going to work. Likewise, a nice sister, mashallah, upon the sunnah, she fear Allah, she want to keep her both feet on the path of Allah, and she wants a man to help her. Now she gonna, her wali who will connect her with someone who's gonna like be a problem for her, as we're gonna mention. Actually, that's good. That's a point that's coming. Maybe I mentioned something about it briefly, but it's coming, inshallah. Naam. Abdul Malik from Minnesota. Allahu Akbar. Naam. Huh? Uh-huh. أحسنت. أي نعم. If you make the right choices, mashallah, that's going to impact your religion. Instead of worry about the problems, you worry about the akhirah. You don't marry a woman to worry about her. She becomes a source of your problem. Sister should not marry a man and she has to babysit him all the time. No. نعم. سيف الله. أحسنت. The destruction of the families and problems is one of the main objectives of shaitan. Because if there is no family, there is no communities, there is no education, children are lost in between who this and this. Allah al-Musta'an, a lot of problems. Naam? Nasir. Nasir from Portland. Is he right, Adam? Naam. Ahsant. See, if you don't find joy, happiness in the marriage, don't just blame her. She blame you. Blame yourself first. Say, wait a minute, I must be doing something wrong here, man. Because it's easy to point the finger to somebody else. What about you, brother? No, you're Mr. Perfect Man, huh? You never, no, you're cool, you do everything right according to what's pleasing to Allah. No, we're not that person. I know I'm not. So it's very important. You got to look at yourself first. Now, Jazakumullah khairan. I think 5 minutes passed. Huh? Alhamdulillah. Somebody wants to add something? Idris. How old are you first? You're 6, man. 7, okay. If you do what? Where you come from, man? Huh? Jazakallah khair, Idris. Barakallah fi, man. Drink some water, okay? Barakallah fi. Alhamdulillah. Ah, the other Idris. Now. Ahsant. Because marriage also, because when you marry, when a brother marry a sister, he don't just marry the sister like some brother. He snatch her out and that's it. Yeah, she has parents, she has family, she has cousins, she has grandparents, she has people in her life. So if you have a bad marriage, you gotta have to deal with her and deal with a whole bunch of other people, man. You know what I'm saying? Abdul Hafid? Bassam al-Sudani from Florida.
By getting married, you complete the upper half of the deed?
You're asking me a question. And now we're taking a benefit. Inshallah. We deal with that, inshallah. Okay? Jazakumullah khair and barakallahu fikum for your contribution. That's what we mentioned. First of all, we mentioned that marriage is a great ni'mah from Allah. You got to look at it that way. It's a blessing, it's a ni'mah. Because it is legislated to us by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah legislates to us that which is beneficial for us, that which is good for us, that which will assist us to be a better Muslims and better servants of Allah. Okay? And marriage brings a lot of good, but only for those who they know the objective behind marriage and those who they take it seriously. Okay? We mentioned that when you marry a woman, she's not a roommate. And you want to treat her like she's a roommate. Don't touch this. Don't talk to me like that. Listen, you don't even talk to me. That's your roommate. You can tell a roommate, listen, man, we just live here, brother, okay? We share. You got your room, I got my room. We share the kitchen and the bathroom, so let it that way, brother. I'm not here for any friendship or not. You can say that in a nice way, but you can't tell that to your wife, listen, you're here for your stuff, I'm here for my... What is that? No, that's your wife. Likewise, that's your husband. Allah says you have to be some mercy between you, some love, some kindness, not fighting and arguing. No. There's no ayah. The ayah then says he legislates marriage for you to fight one another, to argue with one another, to throw stuff at one another. But some people are doing it. You see? No, to find love, mercy, to help, and each other's and the like. Let's find now we're going to mention, because there's a lot of things to cover. We hope, inshallah ta'ala, in this coming hour or so, we may bring you as much as I can. And for me to do that, I apologize. I may skip reading the Arabic text. Everybody here understand English? Raise your hand, the one who doesn't understand Italian. All of you, okay, that's exactly. Okay, now. All right, so those, mashallah. لا بأس شيخ ولا نقرأ العربية؟ نقرأ العربية ولا حال بحال؟ طيب. Says the same to him, man. Alhamdulillah. Now, طيب. Now we're going to start mentioning the problems. Remember, ya Ikhwan, before we mention some of the things that lead to chaos and fighting, and which usually lead to separation and destructions of the family, which come with a lot of bad consequences. And okay, let us remember that there is no such a thing a marriage problem-free. Because shaitan will make it to you that you're the only one that have to deal with the mouth of that sister. All other women have mouths. All of them. Because you think look, all brothers having fun. You're the only miserable brother. Right or wrong? No, yeah. It's just that some brothers, man, they don't come and tell you what's going on. Likewise, sister, you think that you're the only miserable, you're the only one stuck with this brother. No. Sisters are stuck with us. We have some ups and some. You're shy to say that. I say it on your behalf, and some downs. We're all that man. Sometimes you're the nicest person. Sometimes you come grumpy with bad attitude. Right or wrong? From work, from a traffic light. And you bring that bad attitude and temper to the house. And when the wife say, anything wrong? None of your business. Because you're still like boiled up from half an hour ago. No, yeah, it's not the case. If she said, what's wrong with you? Say, oh, subhanAllah, you noticed. Jazakallahu khairan. Yeah, something happened at work. Don't worry about it. I'm not bringing problems at work. Give me some time, okay? Alhamdulillah, I'm sorry. Give me some time, inshallah. هكذا. No. Take notes, Ali. You don't have notes? No notebook? MashaAllah. But when we were eating food, you have a plate. Huh? You have a plate to eat food, but you have to have a book to write, to take notes. Right or wrong? They say that a student of knowledge without a pen is like a soldier without a weapon. Imagine a soldier going to fight and no weapon. They say, where's your weapon? I don't need no weapon. Some moves. Talking about. He's going to get killed. Even people with weapon and they get killed. Not the one who's going with no weapon. Huh? Now you come in here and you want to get more knowledge. Oh, you're Bukhari. If you have that memory of Bukhari, alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. But still, يحفظ العلم بالكتابة. And try to make it a habit. نعم. طيب. نعم. الكمال عزيز والاختلاف من طبيعة البشر. Nobody is perfect when it comes to us, a human being. I'm just going to talk to us here. And the sisters that are listening to me, none of us is perfect. And different, and being different than the other is only human. Right or wrong? You agree with me? If anybody don't agree, raise your hand. That's who we are. None of us is perfect, and we're different from one to another, and that's what makes us human. لا يمكن للزوجين أن يكونا نسخة لبعضهما في الطبائع والأخلاق والرغبات والتفكير عفوا والتفكير. It is impossible. You want your wife, brother, to be like a carbon copy like you? She thinks like you. She likes what you like. She hates what you hate. She do things your way. She forgets when you forget. You sister, you want a man just like you? To like what you like, to hate what you hate? That's impossible. We're different. Some of us different even as it relates to coming from different countries, different backgrounds, different tribes. The akhlaq, the manners that I have, my wife, she may have better than that. And I hope she does, and I make dua for her. Okay? Because if she's better than me, I'm the one who first who's going to benefit, right? Likewise, the taba'i', traditions, the way you grow up. Some of us grow up in suburb. Some grow up in the city. Some grow up in the Arab countries. Some grow up in Asia. Some grow up in I don't know where. All that shape the person as the rate to his character, his way they see things, they look at things, the way they talk, the way they do things. It's enough, ya akhwan. We're talking about all of these differences. It's enough. What is the obvious difference between the two of them? What is the obvious one? What is it? One is male and the other one is female. That's the obvious difference. You're married to a female, right? And that's what you should marry, right? We have to say that. So you always look, she's the woman, not me. So why some of us act like the woman? Like he's the one who has his menses. You got to understand, some sisters, their menses, man, change everything. They're all chemistry. That's why they start acting up sometimes. Brother have no clue. You need to know. When you wake up, the wife, for example, Fajr said, I'm not praying. You should know. When she said, I'm not praying, you say, you're not praying? You're not a Muslim? She's not praying, brother. She have a reason not praying. Some brother don't even have no clue. She's like, I'm not praying. He's like, why are you not praying? You got to pray. SubhanAllah, Islam is serious. It's like, brother, I know that, but I'm not praying. Are you arguing with me? Now instead of coming to the Fajr, he's arguing with her. And then she's like, brother, chillax, man. Chill, brother. I'm a woman. He's like, I know you're a woman. She said, bro, this is what it is, man. I got my menses. Oh, menses, okay, all right. You need to know the cycle of your wife, man. Right or wrong? You need to know. Some women, before the cycle, they start getting some attitudes and because that's what it is. And you prepare yourself. So look, man, she's going to be different now in these 3 days. this week. She's not going to be the same lady, all right? So let me prepare myself. And you're not going to have problems. But some of us, we act like, no, I don't care, menses or not. That's it. You got to do what you got to do. And now they have problems, right? Some brothers, they know what I'm talking about. You should all know what I'm talking about. Especially for the little ones, you don't know, good for you now. And inshallah, you get your turn, inshallah, bi'idnillah. All right? Likewise, this woman that you marry, she wasn't on a tree. She lived on a tree somewhere in a savannah and whatever. And then they bring her to you. No, she lived in a family. She went to school. She has friends. She lived in the environment. And that environment maybe is not the same as yours. So she's going to talk about stuff. She's going to say, oh, we do it this way. She said, oh, it's okay. Alhamdulillah. I respect that. Oh, that's nice. Maybe she speaks different language. She's going to talk to her father in another language. Like, hey, you're talking about me? Yes, we're talking about you. Oh, yeah? All right, well, what is that? Now you know that's her language. Alhamdulillah. She's talking about her grandmother doesn't speak English, man. What do you want her to talk to her grandma in English for you to be happy? Okay, let her talk to her grandma in her language. Same way you talk to your family in your language. أي نعم يا أخوان. نعم. And remember also, being married, alhamdulillah, you're going to be tested. And most of the problems actually is because of us. Yeah, and sometimes the problems come from somebody else, but most of the problems, we're the one that bring them to ourselves and to our marriages. Now, لكن البيت المؤسس على التقوى والذي عرف فيه كلا الزوجين ما لهما وما عليهما فإنه لا يتأثر بأي خلاف بل يزيده تماسكا وثباتا. But now we're talking about the family that was established upon taqwa, righteousness, and both of them, the husband know his responsibility, the wife, she knows her responsibility. She knows, I'm the woman, not him. I'm the wife. He knows, I'm the husband, not her. So I gotta do what I'm supposed to do, and she gonna do what she gotta do. Alhamdulillah, I'm not gonna interfere. You're gonna like swap the roles. The woman become the man and the man become the woman. It ain't gonna happen like that. And if they do it this way, alhamdulillah, even problems come, mashallah. They sit down and find an issue. It's like when you get wet, man. When your jacket gets wet, what do? Throw it in the trash? What do? Let it dry. Have you ever seen somebody like in the rain and he got wet and he's like, oh, what am I going to do with this jacket? Astaghfirullah. Akhi, where's the closest trash can? Huh? Why? I want to throw this jacket. Why? It's wet. No patience. Couple hours later on, sun comes, your jacket is dry. No problem. Likewise. Your wife, she's a good wife. You make a good choice. But now she starts tripping one day. Let her have it. Wait until she's, alhamdulillah, she calm down and talk to her nicely and kindly. Because you got your moments too, right or wrong? Because we start acting up too, I want the wife to deal with me in the same way. She's like, aqila, she's like, no, he's a man. He's doing his things. I'm going to give him some time. That's when you're going to give him that tea to calm him down, you know what I'm saying? That's the moment when you're going to give him his ice cream. Not say, brother, stop everything. We want to talk now. He's like, I don't want to talk. Well, no, we want to talk. I want to talk. Yes, we're going to talk. And they forget that they want to talk and they start fighting. That's how it usually happens. Right or wrong? Start arguing. It's like, wait a minute, you said you want to talk. And they forget about the reason why they're there. If you see your husband like mad or something, do the things he likes. So you can say, subhanAllah, why am I mad at her? Look, I'm mad at her, but look, she still do the things I like. The same thing. You see something in her face, Do the thing she likes. She's like, subhanAllah, I don't know what's wrong with me. Instead to say what's wrong with you, she's like, oh no, what's wrong with me? SubhanAllah. This man, I'm planning and trying to start something with him. Look what he's bringing me the chocolate I like, and he's, subhanAllah, he's doing dishes right now. He's sweeping the kitchen. And she's going to say, astaghfirullah wa atubu ilayh. And then after you finish and you see her, you're watching. And you're like, hey, honey, you still want to talk? She's like, oh, no, I don't want to talk. You said you want to talk earlier. Oh, no, I just want to say how much I appreciate you. Easy? هكذا يا أخي. You're going to get some skills, right, Jamal? You taking notes? Take notes, brother. I don't know where this topic may come in seminar again, all right? Now, if there is a problem, you fix the problem. Don't make it worse, right or wrong? If somebody has a leak in his sink, what do you usually do if you see a leak? What do? Fix it. If you don't know how to fix it, bring someone who can fix it. That's it. Problem is done. All right. Me, I see the leak, and I'm complaining all day, every day. Why is there a leak? Huh? Who did the leak? You, Idris? No, Abdullah, come over here. Is this leak? What happened? Idris look at me. Huh? What did you do? Huh? What did you do? Leaks do happen, man. Go Google it. See how often leaks happen in the kitchen. You'll be surprised millions of times a day. And you're like, oh, that's not my problem, huh? Everybody has this problem. And you fix it. But if you complain, who did this leak? The wife may come and say, hey, it's not a big deal. Let's fix it. Nothing is fixed and I don't know who did it. Who did it is not the issue. Fix the leak so you can wash the dishes. Right or wrong? Likewise. You see a problem in the character of your wife, your sister see a problem in his character. Don't just sit there and wonder, why you're acting up like this? Just say, look, he has a problem. Let's see how we can fix it. Sometimes a hug, a kiss, a beautiful text message change everything. Especially you should know your wife and she should know you. You know what's make her happy, and then you do it. Some of them just text message is enough. You send them a nice, beautiful text message. It's okay. Some of them, I don't know. You remember when your wife is angry with you or something, you remember something she asked you 2 weeks ago. And say, hey, by the way, you can go and visit with your uncle or with your auntie. And she's going to be very happy. She's going to forget everything. أي نعم بارك الله فيكم. فيصلح الخطأ وتسد أبواب الشر. Because when you rectify the mistake, you shut the door of evil in the face of shaitan. Slam the door. Instead of slamming the door on your wife's face, slam it on the shaitan's. By rectifying the matter in a nice way. Now, what do you think the most important things that lead to discord and fighting and problems in a marriage? Ma'siyatullah. That's one of the ulama, they mentioned one of the most and main reason for problems in a household is disobedience to Allah. That's what it is. That's the result. Disobedience to Allah. Going against His commands, especially in matters in the matters of marriage. So much so, some women, they become, instead of become a source of joy and harmony and love, they become source of trouble and misery for the man. Likewise, the same thing. Sister, she want to have good time and see the mercy, the kindness in the marriage. She see nothing but trouble and misery and chaos and fighting and. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran, in Surah Al-Shura, verse 30, وَمَا أَصَابَكُم مِّن مُّصِيبَةٍ فَبِمَا كَسَبَتْ أَيْدِيكُمْ وَيَعْفُو عَنْ كَثِيرٍ. Whatever misfortune or calamity that befall you is because of what your hands have earned. It's because of your actions, Ya Abdullah, and my actions. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala pardons much. قال بعض السلف, those that we follow their example, the salaf that we want to be on their path. He said, إني إذا عصيت الله رأيت أثر ذلك في دابتي وخلق زوجتي. One of the great ulama from the salaf, those early generations that they are praised in the Quran and praised by the Messenger of Allah and the Sunnah. One of them said, I know when I disobey Allah because I see the consequences of that in the behavior of my bride and my wife. SubhanAllah. I give an example. Let's say your brother got to go to work early in the morning, and your wife, mashallah, she get up before you while you're taking a shower, whatever. She went and prepared your clothing and ironed them for you, your socks, your shoes, everything. And then if you take with you food to eat lunch, she packed your lunch, what you like, huh? She gave you a hug and make dua for you, and you're happy, right? But then you come back at work after Asr, and she's grumpy. She's supposed to meet you, and she always meets you with a smile. Kaif, how was your day? Oh, don't worry, you're home now. Everything is fine now. Forget about it. I'm here for you. Now you find a note on the fridge. Your food is in a mic. Not with mic, but in microwave, you know what I'm saying? Your food is in a microwave. That's a note on the... Usually you find her at the door, and it's like, don't worry, you want food now or you want tea or food? Okay, bismillah, tfaddal. She take your shoes off, mashallah. And, some women do that. If you're like, where are those women? They do. The women, where? I'm not going to tell you where. There are women like that. The women of Jannah, the women that they want the Jannah. That's what she do. She knows her husband is coming. 1 hour, she prepare the house. She purify herself, and she get ready. His food is ready. She knows his ways. But now, where is the wife? She's not at the door. She knows right before she hear the car, she go get and jump in the shower. All right, and you have a note on the table, or your food is in a microwave. What that tell you? Tell you something. What are you going to do? Knock at the door? Come out right now, we're going to talk? No, the Salaf, they say, subhanAllah, I must have done something. At that moment, think yourself, you must look at something you have no business to look at. You must say something that you shouldn't say. You must went somewhere that you have no business being where. And then, when you find that, and you should, then tell her, listen, you're right, may Allah have mercy on me. She come out from the room, you're praying 2 rak'at, and you're making dua and asking Allah to forgive you. She knows that you get the message, and you understood it well. Now she's going to go and take the plate from the microwave and put it on the table for you. Because she said, my husband passed the test. And we should pass the test, right or wrong. Because now she's like, look, he knows that I am not happy with him. And mashallah, so let me do what I'm going to do. Now, alhamdulillah, he's a good man because he's not perfect. But look, he knows his problem and he's trying to fix it. I'm going to be there to help him. Aina. فَمَنْ بَارَزَ اللَّهَ بِالْمَعَاصِ. Now, whether a husband or a wife, when they indulge themselves in sinning and disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one who disobey Allah and don't obey Allah, why is he so amazed when his wife is not obeying him? Why? He's not obeying Allah who gave him everything. Why is he amazed that his wife is not obeying him? He should say, subhanAllah, I'm disobeying Allah. How can I expect her to obey me when I'm disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? You see? And instead of making it a big deal, you're like, look, even if she said, Hey, what you want to say? I said, nothing. I got to work on myself. I got problems. Likewise, the wife that she's negligent, she pray whenever she want. She's on, I don't know what, waste her time, and this and that, namima, ghiba, this, and now all of a sudden, why my husband is not good, man? Well, you're not doing what he's supposed to be doing. هكذا. But keep in mind now, the ulama, they says, just because your husband, let me address the sisters first. Just because your husband is doing bad or not giving you your rights, doesn't give you no excuse to neglect his rights. Okay? Because you're commanded by Allah to fulfill those rights. Likewise, you, the brother, just because that woman giving you some hard time or this or not fulfilling your rights, doesn't give you no right to neglect hers. Because you are commanded by Allah subhanahu, regardless. She's nice to you, Allahu Akbar, that's great. She's not, alhamdulillah, that's a test for you now from Allah. You still have to treat her with dignity and with respect because that's what Allah command you. So some of them are like, oh, you want to play that game? I want to show you how the game is to be played. You know, you don't know where I come from. Doesn't matter where you come from, bro. You're a Muslim now. Talking about where I come from. Still going back to that nasty bag of like 5-10 years ago? I'm going to show her how it's done. Your way? You're a Muslim. Supposed to do with it Allah's way. And he's like, oh, yeah, you want to play those games? I'm going to show you who I am for real. You don't know me. All right. All right. Game on. You think marriage is a game? Think marriage is a game? abu-muhammad-al-maghribee. Huh? حياك الله عافاك الله لا يا أخي لا. It's enough if one of you is not doing right. It's not. If one is not doing right, so why you want to jump in there too? If the wife jumped from the 3rd floor and broke both legs, you jump too? And break a neck? Or you want to go down and call 911 and to make sure to take her to the hospital and you're walking? No. Oh, she jumped. Oh, I'm going to show her a man. And you jump again. Now she's like, why you did it? I'm going to show you how man I am. You know, but you can't even walk or move. I'm just giving you this as an example. So when the sister have her moment in the house, you're supposed to calm down and treat her like she got an issue, she got a sickness. Try to present her with the medicine from the Quran and the Sunnah. Likewise, your sister, when you see your husband coming from I don't know what, don't be like him. Yes, you can, I know that, but you shouldn't. Because 2 sick people, who's going to take care of them? Worse, when they bring family, she call her family, he call hers, and they come and they argue and are fighting. And this is how we do things? It's not how we do things. And no gangsters in Islam, man. That gang mentality shouldn't. If someone was on it, they should leave it. Divorce it 3 times. Because divorce 3 times, that's it. And say, I'm not going there. Allah save me from that. I'm not going to talk like one. I'm not going to act like one. Alhamdulillah. I used to say whatever I want to say, do whatever, be whatever. Alhamdulillah, Allah save me from that nonsense and that foolishness. I'm going to be a servant of Allah. That obey Allah to the best of his ability. Now. So, sister, when your husband is this and that, calm down, give him some time, because inshallah you're going to have your moment and he will give you some time. Inshallah ta'ala. Now you want to understand that when you fulfill the rights, okay? When you fulfill the rights of your husband, and when you fulfill the rights of your wife, You're obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are obeying the commands of Allah because He's the one who commanded you. It's not a custom, tradition, this is how we do it. No. We're not talking about food in here. When we're talking about food, you cook your food according to your tradition, your custom, your country, your tribe. As long as the food is halal, I'm happy for you. But when it comes to applying the deen of Allah, your way against her way, her family, this tribe, this, doesn't matter. We all should learn how to do it the right way. And what is that right way? What Allah legislates for us. That's it, bottom line. Regardless where you're from, we all can act in accordance to the teachings of the Prophet ﷺ. So remember, when you fulfill those rights and being nice to her and she's nice to you, you are obeying Allah first, and you're getting a great reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Prophet ﷺ, he tells us even the food that your wife eats, because the man, he's the one who's responsible of the household, maintenance, the rent, the bills, the food, the clothing, the health, everything. All of that is on the man, to the best of his ability, of course, and the sister, she should know. When she accepts, she knows the means of this brother. That's who he is, how much he makes, that's where he lives. And she says, she could say yes and she could say no. Because some women, they cannot go through some certain hardship and some level of difficulty. They can't. She's like, no, I can't. But if you accept, you know who is. But now the Prophet ﷺ says, subhanAllah, everything that you do for your family, you're rewarded for. The Prophet ﷺ said, حَتَّى اللُّقْمَةَ يَدَعُهَا فِي فِيِّ فِي يعني فَمْ. Even the food that your wife eats, you get rewarded. Every bite she takes, your reward for it from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even though that's your responsibility. Ni'mah from Allah. Ni'mah from Allah. Even when in intimacy as well. You fulfill your desires and you get rewarded. Some of the Sahaba, they said, he fulfilled his desires, still rewarded? Prophet ﷺ said, remember, do you see if he fulfilled his desires by zina? Does he subject himself to punishment? They said yes, but now he's doing it from ways of halal, he gets rewarded. Allahu Akbar. Ni'am from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you want joy and happiness, it starts way before the marriage itself. You have to make the right choice. Some people don't make no right choices. As we mentioned before, some people, they married in a parking lot of Walmart. Approach his sister, she's shopping. That's not even good to go by that way. Sister shopping, you married, not your business. Where's the haya, ya akhi? Where is the haya? You're a man. Sister going to shop and, excuse me, sister, are you married? It's not your business. This is not how you start a business. I mean, like a household and a marriage. She said, no. Do you have your wakil number? She's like, what is wakil? He's a man that supposed to represent you. Now he's teaching her. He has no business being there. She's like, I don't have no wakil. I got one for you. You see? It's like drive-through, man. Getting a sandwich. It's like a 2 a.m. burger. You know that? Huh? I got one for you. He called his man. Come, meet me, akhi. Where you at? Well, I'm going to pick up my mother. Forget about your mother. Come here, man. Something very important. Forget about your mother. You are your mind. Akhi, you got to come here, man. You're going to be for your man. You know how many times I've been for you? What's in Walmart? The man, he think like somebody want to kill him. He's like, oh, see this woman, you be the wakil. And then he's like, oh, yeah, okay, I'm the wakil. And then he's like, okay, alhamdulillah, you husband, wife, okay, go home. And now she's married to a stranger, married by a stranger in a strange parking lot. What do you think the marriage is going to be now? Huh? Strange thing indeed. 3 days later, when she's coming to the masjid now. She's never been in the masjid. Where is the imam? What do you want? I want to talk to him. Now she's like, oh, how can I get out of the marriage? You get married here? No. Where? Parking lot. It's like, subhanAllah, how can you do such thing? How can you do such thing? Sisters, if a man approach you in any place, tell them to fear Allah, or call, I'm going to call security, man. Don't follow me, because some of them keep following them. Tell them, listen, man, don't follow me. I'm calling security right now. See, why are you following me for? I don't know you. Hey, now. Some men, they don't know the etiquette, and they should learn. This is not how you do things. The Prophet ﷺ tells us how to do things. You look for the women that have the religion. You're a good brothers in the community. You should establish some good relationship with the elders, with young brothers, and by that you will be invited to their homes. You invite them in yours. They know your character. You know theirs. They know who you are. You attend the masjid, the classes. You have good akhlaq, good manners. And then they may come to you and say, you know, I got a sister, I got a daughter. No, how can I? You go Kroger, man. Have no business going there. من المخالفات يا اخوان الكذب والتدليس من قبل احد الجانبين او من الوسيط. Likewise, look how problems started. Way because they established marriage on problems, on fraud and deception. Yes, and they want like a good marriage. I got a good marriage. You want to make a good cake, right? But you have bad ingredients. Nasty ingredients. You're going to get a good cake? You're going to get no good cake with nasty ingredients. That's if you have all the ingredients and they're nasty. Some they have only one ingredient that I don't know what. They're like, what's wrong with the cake? What's wrong with you? You want to blame it on the cake now? Same thing. You want to blame it on a woman? He didn't make the right choice. The wakil want to blame it on a man? He didn't make the right choice. He cheated that sister. They started from the beginning. Fraud, deception, nothing. He lies about anything about him. The wali lies everything about her. Some sister, they even say, you want to be my wali, but listen, man, you got to walk with me. It's like she's hiding him or something. This is what you say to them? I never say this to them. Some sisters say, you been married before? No. First time. Been like 6 times before. Any children, sister? It's okay. We're marrying women with children, it's okay. Prophet ﷺ, he married women that have children. Alhamdulillah, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He's the example for us. But sisters like, no children. Alhamdulillah, no children. May Allah give us good children with you, brother. He's like, okay. They move on. He go to work, come back, 6 children in the house. He's like, you started a kindergarten or something? Did you start, sister, a kindergarten? Oh, those are my kids. What do you mean, your kids? Those are my kids. But you said, forget what I said. We all say stuff. Forget what I said, brother, man. You think you're Mr. Perfect, huh? You lie to me too. Okay, give me what is the lie? I don't want to expose you. You see how they play games? This is deception and oppression in itself. Right or wrong? You're oppressing somebody. Just tell them the truth. If they say, yeah, okay, alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar, that's what I was looking for. Sister that is struggling with a bunch of children, I'm going to be the father, inshallah. I'm going to be the stepfather, I'm going to help you. But now you surprise him. Even if he's as good, he's like, oh, subhanallah, put me in a corner like that. You remember, you're a Muslim. And you're a Muslimah. You believe in Yawm al-Qiyamah, don't you? And that you're going to stand in front of Allah? And if you oppress somebody and cheat somebody, deceive somebody, you're going to stand in front of them in Yawm al-Qiyamah. Leave these bad ways, man. Fraud, deception, lies. Say who you are. Alhamdulillah, Allah is going to give you a woman that she knows what you are and she's looking for someone like you because she want to work with you and help you because she knows there is a reward in it. And she's qualified to deal with the problems like that. No lies, no deception. Some wakils and walis, they ask about everything, the man when he comes to get married, except what? The deen. How much money you make? Where do you work? Huh? Yeah, I have my own business. How much you make? I make this 100,000 a year, mashallah. Sometimes more. I'm expanding. They don't care what business it is, liquor business, haram business. They don't care. He makes a lot of money. This is the one. So he's asking a question and texting. He's the one. He's the one. He's good. He asks about, you have a house? Yes, I have. You own it? Yep. Mortgage? But the man will say, but I'm making payment. Doesn't matter, brother. That's between you and Allah. It's between you and Allah. He asks about all that. And as we mentioned before, if he lives in America, but he's not American, came from another country, what they ask about? Are you a citizen? What we mentioned before in the other class, green card is not, there's an old school. They don't ask about green card anymore. You're a citizen? Oh, I'm working on it. Well, let us know when you get it. But I'm a good brother. They all say that. They all say that. You think you ask him about Aqidah, huh? And he failed. No, he don't have the citizenship yet. They all say that, all right? All right, brother, I got a lot of things to take care of. And he started walking towards the door, so the brother followed him and shut the door. And this is a brother that with him in the community, by the way. And this is how we're going to treat him. They don't care. He pray, don't pray. He smoke, don't smoke. If somebody comes and say, I heard this man smokes. This one don't pray. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive him. Why? Because he has money and he has a house and he has business. So Allah salamu al-afiyah. The one who betray the amana that Allah has put on him, you think he's going to take care of the amana, that woman? He's going to take care of her? How many women, subhanAllah, because of the wali or the wakil, they didn't do their homework and they set them up with the wrong man? How many righteous, nicest, kind women, she has hopes that this man is going to help me, mashallah, with the grammar. I want a husband to teach me more. Husband that, mashallah, we do this and we do that. And she's stuck with a drunk, an alcoholic, abusive man. That's what she's stuck with. Don't even come to the house. Come before Fajr and go to sleep. Don't want to do anything. Don't pay no bills. Yeah, she's stuck with him. The last thing on his mind is the deen or the wife or the kids, none of his business. Now, who's the problem? Who's responsible? That wali and that wakil. Who, for whatever reason, because some of the wakils, they look at the marriage as a business. This is happening in some countries and some tribes. You want to marry her? How much she give me? Or how much she asked for? Well, here everybody give 20,000 at start. Okay, we give you 20. Somebody give 25. Are you selling a Bentley or Lamborghini now? Talking about somebody gave me 25. And then when he and him decide on the price, then they don't ask. He's like, but by the way, man, I got some issues. Don't problem, man. Everybody have issues. All right. Later on, she's suffering. نسأل الله السلامة والعافية. Likewise, A man, he just wants a beautiful woman because that's all he wants. He don't care about no deen, no religion, no sunnah. Later on, he's like stuck because he come home, no food, the house is in a mess, and she's on the phone, she's on the TV, she's on this, because that's who she is. Now he regret making that move, but she already pregnant with his child. He already have two with her. Now to divorce her or not, she's not interested in the deen, period. She's like, brother, you want to do what you're going to do what you're going to do, man. Talking about like reading Kitab al-Tawheed. No, I don't want to read that. She has her own magazines. He's like, listen, you spend a lot of time on the phone. Not your problem. You don't even pay my bill. I pay it myself. And she's on the phone all the time, and she goes whenever she wants. He can't even find her. And now he's stuck. And he did it to himself because he didn't follow the sunnah. Look at the one that she's religious. Not just the one that she's Muslim. The one that she fear Allah. And she knows that she's going to die. And she has to prepare herself for the grave and for the standing in front of Allah. She's not perfect, but at least she has these good qualities that she fear Allah. She's willing to make tawbah. When she's advised, she's like, haq, hada haq. You're right, brother. Jazakallahu khairan. You're right. Totally my mistake. This is the woman you want to marry. The Prophet ﷺ said, إِذَا أَتَاكُمْ مَنْ تَرْضَوْنَ دِينَهُ وَخُلُقَهُ فَزَوِّجُوهُ إِلَّا تَفْعَلُوا تَكُنْ فِتْنَةٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ وَفَسَادٌ كَبِيرٌ. When a man comes to propose to marry your daughters or your sisters or stepsisters, stepdaughter, whatever, stepdaughters, for example, or a woman that you're in charge of, if you're pleased with his religion and his character. He's serious about fulfilling the commands of Allah, and he knows that he's supposed to treat that woman with dignity because he's ordered by Allah. He has good akhlaq, good manners. That's the one that you want to hold on to. Even if he doesn't have a lot of money, even if he doesn't come from a noble family, even if he's not from your country, because he fears Allah and he loves Allah and His Messenger ﷺ. Because by him he's religious, he's not going to do things. He's not going to disobey Allah like some disobey Allah all the time. And him has a good manners. His good manners is going to allow him to be super nice to her when she's doing good things to him. Because this man has a good manners. She does good things to him. Oh, subhanallah. He's so happy and he take good care of her. And because of his good akhlaq, good manners, even if she start tripping, he's still not going to like get out of that. He's still going to treat her with justice. You're going to be just. Why? Because he has good manners. And also, the Prophet ﷺ tells us that the woman is married for 4 reasons. That's what men are looking for. Beauty, wealth, lineage, and the religion. Some people, they don't care about the religion. Akhi, there is a sister. SubhanAllah, she's religious. But where is she from? She don't care. Religious. If you say to you, is religious, tell me, okay, Allahu Akbar, tell me about religion. All right, wait a minute. Tawheed. She's the Aqidah on the Salaf? She's on the Aqidah of the Sahaba? Oh, yeah, she's the Aqidah. No Ash'ariyah stuff, right? Sufi? Khawarij, Mu'tazila? No. She's upon the way of what Sahaba, the companions they were upon. Allahu Akbar. Make sajdat shukr. Then you ask, what about the Sunnah, ya akhi? She's alhamdulillah upon the Sunnah. No celebration of birthday, bid'ah, innovations. Oh, no. She knows that, mashallah. What books of tafsir she read? Oh, tafsir ibn Kathir, tafsir al-Qurtubi, tafsir al-Sa'di, tafsir al-Shangiti, adwa al-Bayan. Make another prostration for shukr, thankfulness. What books that she knows any authors and books of Aqidah and Tawheed? Oh yeah, she has them. She has these books and she read them, akhi. She read them many times, mashallah. Usul al-Sunnah, Imam Ahmad. Oh, she have. I'tiqad usul Ahl al-Sunnah wal-Jama'ah al-Lika'i. The brother, he don't even know those names. He's like, say what? Kalikaki? Kalikaki. Yeah, that one. MashaAllah. That's a good man too? He's a good man too. Sajda. She has Kitab al-Tawheed of Imam Muhammad-al-Maghribee, explanation of Sheikh Ibn Uthaymeen, Al-Fawzan, and somebody else, I forget. Another sajda. And she has Talatat Usul, she has Kitab Tawheed, she has this, she has that, Aqidat Tawheed. What about her relationship with her parents? Oh, subhanAllah. They praise her, they happy with her. Her family, oh, subhanAllah, man, this is what you ask for. A man say, her hair, curly or what? What are you going to do with curly hair? What? She's going to be in a magazine or something? A'udhu billah. He asked him, how tall is she? She's going to play basketball? You're going to start a team? Can she cook, akhi? Because my mother, man, you know, what's your mother has to do with this? That's another thing. It's not good. Never come and disrespect a sister in her kitchen. Oh, if my mother was here, man, I miss my mother's food. Go to your mother, brother, cry baby. Go to your mother, spend the weekend, and come back. Everything, oh, my mom, don't do it like that. My mother, man, oh, if my mother is here, oh, go to your mother, spend some days, cook, eat, come back home, and bring with you a plate or two. Ya akhi, subhanallah. One of the ulama, let me find it, where is it? One of the mashayikh from the Salaf. Ay naam, ay. Al-Imam al-Sha'bi. This was a great imam from the Tabi'een. Oh, Atba' al-Tabi'een, one of them, I forget right now. But he was at that time, Imam al-Sha'bi, I think from the Tabi'een, he was on the time of Imam Hasan al-Basri and them. سأله رجل إني تزوجت بامرأة فرأيت في إحدى قدميها أثر عرج أفأردها وأسترجع مهري. A man came to this great Imam, Alim, Amir al-Sha'bi. He said to him, Ya Shaykh, I married a woman, but then when she moved with me, she's limping, man, one foot. That's what you say, limping, right? She's limping. Should I just send her back home and ask back for my dowry? Look what he said to him. He said to him, إن كنت تزوجتها لتسابق عليها فردها. فافهمها. He said to him, if you married her so that she can participate in the Olympics, yes, send her back home and get your money. She's limping. What, you think she's going to run the 100 dash? Huh? Allah musta'an. Okay, she's limping, but she has good aqidah. Huh? She knows the Arabic. She knows the creed, the iman, and she's going to teach your children Arabic and aqidah. Now you want to bring all that woman, whatever, and she don't even know anything. La ilaha illallah. Naam. Why we learning this, ya akhwan? Why? Why we learning these things? So that those amongst us who are not married yet, you really have to be serious and take notes so that you don't fall in a mistake that some of us fall into before. It's going to help you. And for those also of us who are already married, and you know yourself, brothers, and you know how you handle your business, like they say, well, it's time to be serious. Anything that you're struggling with, and any problems that you're facing and the way you do things, you have to say, look, I got to change. Not because of her, because of you. Because you're a servant of Allah. If you're doing it your way, that's enough a problem in itself. You cannot do it your way. Your way will never get you nowhere, except towards ruin and destruction. You got to do it the way that Allah has legislated for you. And likewise, from the dilemmas that strike Ikhwan in some households is that instead of sitting down and try to talk about the problems, they get other people involved. He got his family and friends involved. She got her family and friends involved. And none of them have no clue what to say. They just come with this is our girl, man. This is how we're going to treat our, she's one of us. And then they come and look for him and at work, waiting for him in the parking lot. We're giving you one last warning, brother. What happened? You know what happened, man. We're serious, man. If that woman send me another text message about you, you're done. That brother, he not going to go home. That's it. He's going to go and change his zip code, go maybe move somewhere. He's threatened. How are you going to live with a woman when her cousins are threatening you? Because she led them into that. A sister, she have issue with her brother. His sisters in the masjid, they're like, hey, come here, I want to talk to you. I came here to read Quran. Quran later on. This is time for serious stuff. What happened? Don't you ever treat our brother. Frightening her in the masjid on Jumu'ah. So after Jumu'ah, she's going to go home. She ain't going no husband house. These problems. Sometimes a brother, mashallah, he has an issue with his wife at home and he yell at her, she yell at him and this and that. He go to work, but then he feel bad. It's like, subhanAllah, that was me. I'm the man. I'm supposed to be nice. Maybe she's on her menses. Who knows? Maybe she's going through some hard time. We got 3 young children, subhanAllah. She's struggling with them. This one upstairs, this one under the table, this one crying. And subhanAllah, she has the right to not to be happy and cheerful all the time. This is how you look. Now the brother, he's at work. He's like, that's it, man. He's planning. After Asr, he's going to come to the masjid because he do pray Asr, stop at the store, get some bouquet of what? Huh? Roses, flowers. Alhamdulillah, nice. And he knows what she likes, some chocolate or whatever. That's what he's on his mind. He come to Asr, he's approached by a brother. No, it's not her family. He's like, Akhi, you gotta fear Allah. No, fear Allah. We all should fear Allah. Now you know what I mean, brother. You gotta fear Allah in your house. What's he talking about? You don't know. You're just my brother. What do you mean in my house? How you know that I got issues in my brother? You know what goes around comes around, brother. All right? Yeah. He's like, wait a minute. Yeah, man, you know, you give her a big fast man over lunch. What? Who told you that? Because she was spreading stuff to the sisters in the community. You see? And that sister, she told her husband. Now her husband, he come in the masjid like, fear Allah, man. Don't treat the sister like that, brother. So look, this man at work, he was feeling remorseful and like, I'm going to buy roses. You think he's going to go get those roses now? He's going to go what now? No roses, no chocolate, no cheerful face, angry. Come over here. You see how things change? Look now. If this incident didn't happen, he's coming, mashallah, with one hand, the bouquet of roses. The other hand, chocolate, and a beautiful smile on his face. And the sister, she opened the door, she see that. She's like, who are you? You're my husband, right? You look like him. And he's like, you know what? It's all my fault. Don't worry about it. You know me. I'm not perfect. I'm sorry. Here, this is for you. Oh, they may cry. They may say, Alhamdulillah. You see what I'm saying? No, he's not going to do that. He's going to go straight. If that brother approach him before the Iqamah, some of them make U-turn. Don't even pray Asr in Jama'ah. Where he going now? Instead of making Asr, where he at now? Fighting at the house. That's why you sister, if you have issues with your husband, keep it between you and him. Don't get nobody involved. Likewise, your brother has an issue with you and your wife, don't talk to the brothers. Because the same thing, you talk to a brother, he talk to his wife, the wife call your wife, and now you got a problem waiting for you. And you're like, what happened? You don't know. And now keep it between you and her. And always tell her, sister, listen, we're not perfect. I'm expecting for you to act sometimes. I know it's coming. And you should do the same thing. Even when I'm so happy and nice to you, you should always, don't lower the bar. Should always say, this man, he's going to snap one day. Yeah, he's going to snap one day because he's a man. And then you don't be, what? Caught out of guard. Some of us, we're surprised when our wives start tripping. No, relax. If she starts doing something, you just sit and smile. And she's going to say, is that funny? I said, no, that's serious. Why? Because I know, I was expecting that to come. I said, go ahead. Do your things. Say everything you want to say. Do your things. I'm not going to open my mouth. I'm opening my ears now. Say anything you want to say. Go ahead. And then she finished, say, come here now. You're right. You mentioned 10 things. 9 of them are right. Yes. And that's enough. I'm guilty. All right, go change. We're going to get some dinner outside, inshallah. That's it. Take her for the dinner. And don't talk about a problem in the dinner. No, just tell her like this. Well, no. Just enjoy yourself. And you don't even have to say nothing. Later on, you say, you know what, you're right. But can you hear me? You hear me too? Yeah, go ahead. And she's like, yeah, you're right. SubhanAllah. I don't pay attention. That offend you? Yeah, it does. I think it's normal to me. Why it's normal to you, but not to me? It's not to me. Well, I'm going to do something about that. Please be patient with me, And, I'm struggling in that area. Well, me too. That's my weakest part. Don't worry about it. We all have one. Hakada. Some of us, ya ikhwan, when a brother come to him and say, oh man, my wife is tripping, I want a divorce, or I got 3 children, and she's pregnant, I'm stuck, man. What do you think? Give your brother advice. What we do? We said, Akhi, calm down. First of all, you cannot be agitated like this. You cannot drink water while you're running. Sit down first, right? You cannot open an agitated can of soda. All right? Because it's going to make a mess. Some of us, they're so agitated, akhi. One shake, is all over the place. Be like water. You see the water? Yeah, we demonstrate. Water. Idris, can I open it or not? Huh? Yeah, open. Nothing. Water. If I have a can of soda right now here, and I go like this, come here, get it. You run, right or wrong. That's why some of us will run. Because we're not expecting what's to happen. Now you should expect, yahi. You, the sister, you expect that your husband one day is going to say this, he's going to look at you funny, he's going to come with a frowny face. But then now, when you're going to show that you're a real wife, now when he's going to know if he really made the right choice or not. Now he's going to see that you're going to be patient and do the things with a smile. You want to come close to him even if he push you, still have a smile. Same thing, you do the same thing, akhi. Look at the people that do things for money. Because when you do these things, you're doing it and your reward is with who? With Allah. People, they do things for money, akhwan. They go and spend 8-10 hours with some patients that yell at them, smack them, pee on them, they have to change their diapers. Tough job. But why they doing it? They love that, huh? They humanitarians and stuff. Why they doing it? Why? Tell me, why they doing it? Very good. He doesn't Jobs like this don't pay any, like they pay good. Can you imagine if he's making like $3,000 a week with one patient? And then somebody else says, oh, you're doing this good. I got a cousin of mine. Bring it in. Right or wrong? Bring him in. Now he's slapped twice now. Changing twice as much as diapers. Why? Because now he's making $6,000. Another person come and say what? I got a son, man. You're doing good. Bring him in. Why? Huh? He don't go to sleep, but he has the money. Money make him happy. That's what make him happy. That's the source of his happiness. More money, more joy. Wrong. More money, more trouble. So why don't you do the same thing? You think money is gonna like buy you one good deed in Yawm al-Qiyamah? No. You be patient with your husband, even if he's grumpy, even if this, your reward is with Allah. And advise him. Advise him in a way that he receives it the best. Some brothers, yes, they want to be talked to. Some, they just want to be receiving text message. Some brothers, they just want to be like, write him a letter and put it under his pillow. You should know what's better for him and how he correspond, you know. SubhanAllah. There's a lot of things that we didn't cover. I don't want to make it difficult, but we conclude, inshallah ta'ala, by the happiness and the joy of the households can be achieved, yes, it can be achieved. But if you follow the right means. And remember, go back to those 6 classes we did with Sheikh Umaysan, Hafidahullah. You want happiness in your life whenever you are, at home, at work, alone with others, that's, you can get it. And use it. Be nice, be kind, be easy. As a husband, you have to overlook the mistakes. Some man, sit down. What do you do that? Why is that? Wait a minute. What you got over there? I saw that. I hear you. Yeah. The man in the bathroom, knocking. And then right after, I heard that. Are you serious? No, it's not. A man, he go to work, but he going to send his cousin, his female cousin, to go check on the house. Why is he going to go check on the house? Why? This, that, little things here. Akhi, be easy. You got to go blind sometimes. You see something and she knows that you saw it, but she's like not. She knows that you're a good man. And later on, she's going to say, you're a nice brother, mashallah. Oh, really? Yes, Wallah, you saw me earlier, right? Oh, yeah, I did, yes. You didn't say anything, right? Yeah, it's okay, no problem. Alhamdulillah, I know you got to figure out one. Alhamdulillah, it's okay. هكذا يا أخي. And you got to fulfill your obligations. The man fulfill his obligation, the sister fulfill hers, and do what you can. If you cannot, say, look, I cannot do it this way, I'm going to do it this way, inshallah. And how this is how you do it. Fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Remember that whatever you do, inshallah, is supposed to help you and strengthen you in your iman, in the sunnah, and you holding firm to the deen of Allah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for us men to make us better husband for our wives. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make our wives as a comfort for our eyes. And make them righteous and precious and protect them and preserve them. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us from those who when they listen to the speech they follow it. Jazakumullah khairan. Sorry, it take a little bit more than I supposed to take. Jazakumullah khairan wa sallallahu wa sallam ala Muhammad wa ala alihi sahbihi wa sallam tasliman kathira. Ameen wa jazakum ya. Salam.
This is your analogy of the soda agitating. So when
Ikhwan, the brother just helped me with something, Jazakallah khair. He said, when I give that analogy of the soda and you shake it, usually you open it immediately. What do? You wait. You wait until it's settled. That's why. If you see your wife agitated, what do? Wait. Don't say, I'm giving you 5 seconds. No. Wait until she's settled. Huh? Likewise, your sister. You see your husband agitated and this, give him some time to settle. Okay. Some brothers settle in a minute. Some settles in an hour. Some settles in a day or two. Some they may never settle. That's what Allah has decreed on you, and that's your test and trial.